No, it's slanted.
Oh, you already said okay.
But the leg's about to fall off.
Good Lord, I'm at the edge. Weak. Alright, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, I want to give all praises and honors to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash.
that was the apostles and others, the GMS expression his word through the spirit power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. This is the GMS Nashville Brothers back at another lesson. Lord, when this lesson is edifying for the elect. How this lesson is, this truth is meant for everybody. Everybody's not gonna understand you. Okay, and this can be a milk lesson, but for brothers who first come in this truth, and even brothers still now, forever, how long you've been in, you're not meant to be loved in this truth. You're not meant to have everybody be your friend, your buddy, and this and the third, and people are not gonna always see eye to eye. This truth is really only for the elect. Okay, so people who are gonna understand you and understand your battle and your fight in this faith are other brothers who are achieving the same goal as you, which is the kingdom of Yasharallah and the mercy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and not to get caught up in this wrath. So, regardless of his family, friends, girlfriend, wives, whatever, they're not going to understand it. Why? Because the Lord has blinded them, and they're not meant to get it, unless the Lord has a spirit on for them to get it. They can tell you all day they still love you no matter what, this, that, and the third, blase, but they really don't. Everybody's your enemy. Number one, Esau, but even your own people are your enemies. The only allies and people you can trust is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the brotherhood. So, one thing is to never take the brotherhood for granted, because they're the only ones that understand you, and just to, no matter what people say, man, don't let nobody knock you off your high horse and take your crown. Okay? So, okay, go ahead and get that.
This is John chapter 15. I'll start at verse 16. And honestly, I'm probably going to read down to 21.
Okay.
Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, this is Yahushua speaking, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
So when you come into this truth, man, you're not, the Lord has chosen you, okay? You've been called into this thing. Out of everybody on the planet, you have been called to come into this truth. The Lord wanted you out there in the highways and hedges. He wanted you making videos, reading, praying, fasting, because there's something in you, okay? So people see that you're not doing what you used to do because the Lord has pulled you aside and have you put off that old man. Everybody's so used to you. Everybody's so used to you smoking weed, this, that, and the third. But you've been called into this thing, man. That's why you're doing what you do now. That's what people don't understand. They didn't understand that the Lord has called you to do his work. Okay? Go ahead.
These things I command you, that ye love one another, which is talking about those that are in the truth. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own.
So it's like if everybody got a problem with you serving the Lord, which they don't even got to say, I have a problem with you serving the Most High. Their actions show. They really hate the Lord, because if you say this is the will of the Lord and this is what the Lord wants me to do, but everybody claims that they're a God-fearing man, no, they're really a hating man of the Lord. Okay, because what you're doing is a problem. Go ahead.
Precept real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Matthew 10 and 20, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh of you. And, tap into what the brother was saying, they don't really hate us at the end of the day. They hate the Most High, man. They don't hate Yahushua, they hate the Most High, because we're all sent. Yahushua was sent from the Heavenly Father, and likewise for us. We come in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and as the brother was getting into, if you're going to encounter a vast majority of your people in your lifetime that are opposed to what you're doing, but it's just simply, simply put, they don't agree with the Most High, so therefore you just got to brush it off, and keep it going. What you got?
Verse 19, if you were of the world, in which James 4 and 4, I want to get that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Which goes into being of the world. James 4 and 4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
So, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So essentially, because I actually got this too, connected with that. Matthew 12 and 30. Because we know, like in Revelations 3, it talks about people that are the Lord would rather have you be hot or cold. That's verse 15 and 16. And the Lord hates lukewarm people. So the Lord doesn't deal with somebody that is in between or in a neutral state of mind. He deals with either you're with him or you're not. It says, Matthew 12 and 30, he that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. So this entire world, which it's not literally talking about the landscape and the animals and the trees, it's talking about, the whole society of this planet. The world is governed by wickedness in Job 9 and 24. So this world is against and opposes the Most High in itself. By the way it's ran, all the philosophies that are pushed and followed on this planet. So therefore, if you're not with the Most High, you're with the world. You can't be with both. You're with one or the other.
All right. And you gotta understand, when being in this fold and certain things you go through, versus a 2/3 and just anybody in the world, you're not meant for this world, man. You're not meant to have these riches and things like that, like how these basic people are out here. Okay, your purpose is to serve. You're a fellow servant of the Lord. That's why the Lord has waking you up and have you be on a mission, man, and have you endure it all the way to the end. So yeah, and the scriptures also say represent your body as a living sacrifice. You're gonna lose things. You're gonna lose your wife. You're gonna lose relationships with your mom and dad and brother and sister, cousin, whatever. That all comes with serving the Lord, because all that is of the world. And no, we're not saying you can't spend time with your family or spend time with your woman. Whatever. We're not saying that, but you need to make your priority about serving the Most High and pleasing the Most High and saving your behind, so you don't get caught up in this wrath. You gotta look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is not pleasing mom that you did this, or pleasing your woman because you did this, or pleasing your boss at work. No, it's your goal is to please the Most High. Okay, that is your purpose as being a man of Yahweh Shina Shai, a hopeful man of the elect. Go ahead.
John 15 and 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
If you were of this world, man, you wouldn't be getting treated the way you get treated now for being in this faith. That also shows and proves that they're not meant for this world. You're meant for a better world. You're better for a better thing that's coming upon the earth, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
Was Yahweh Shai or any men of the Lord back then, the prophets back then, were they folding just because mom was mad at them? Were they folding because their best friend didn't want to be with them no more? No. Those are things of the world. Nobody give a fuck about that. When you're supposed to get rid of all that, man. Still handle your business, do what you got to do, like pay bills and shit, but don't let that consume you. You got put out of the world. Don't try to drag yourself back in, because it's not going to be a good look, and that's a fact. All right. Any more of that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll really just read down to 23.
Okay.
Verse 21. Because what Yahweh Shai was just going into was, whatever you've gone through, I've gone through worse. So if they hate you, they hate me, because we deal under a, like a order, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and His men. So if you hate the men, you hate Yahweh Shai, and as the brother brought up before, if you hate Yahweh Shai, you hate the Father. So it's a chain. It's how it works. Like you hate my employee, you hate the CEO, and then you hate the owner of the whole company. Verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, which is what makes it glorious. Because it says in Acts 5, towards the end of the chapter, when the disciples which were apostles at the time, were suffering for Yahweh Shai's name, they counted it joy, if I'm not mistaken. It says, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me hateth my Father also.
Yep.
So simple as that.
Yeah, that's plenty on tables.
Luke 14:25, and there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, as Yahushua speaking, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And, you know, just going to, you know, what the brother's really getting into in this lesson, man. You know, when it's said, you know, it talks about hating, essentially hating your family members, not to the point of, hey, fuck you mom, fuck you dad, you know, hope y'all died type shit like that. But it's just understanding, you know, as the brother stated, what's really important and the end goal. And the end goal is getting into the kingdom of heaven.
Yep.
You can't get into the kingdom of heaven and you put your family over the Most High, because that's actually a common thing in Christianity. You know, the thing is, they say family first, you know, then God. But the Most High is the one that gave you this family. And then the scriptures talk about if you lose, what is it? Talking about getting 100-fold.
Yeah.
You know, so if you lose one thing, hey, the Lord gonna give you 100-fold of that in the kingdom. Lose one wife, you can get 100 more wives. Lose one house, you can get 100 houses. And you know, possibilities are endless. Okay. Verse 27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. And that's honestly just part of bearing your cross as a man in Yahweh. You know, understanding that your family's gonna turn on you. You know, they're gonna hate you. They're gonna talk shit about you. But at the end of the day, you gotta Job 30. You know, I think it's Job 30. Gird up thy loins as a man. You know, I would demand of thee. You know, and what is it? Is it Sirach? Talks about put off the weak nature.
No, it's
That's
the second.
the second
Ezra.
That's the 14th chapter.
Cons, yes. What, 14 to 14?
14,
I
yeah.
think. Con, yeah. Salaki.
Like 15.
Yeah, so second Ezra's 14th chapter, you know, putting off the weak nature. That's a weak nature thing. Being emotional.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it is, being emotional.
38:3.
You can get in real quick.
Yeah. Job 38:3. Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me.
Exactly. So the Most High is going to demand of us, especially in these times to come, that we be men. You know, men don't base their actions off of emotions. That's women tendencies, bitch tendencies, if you will. You know, and we're gonna have to move just off of pure, you know, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Okay. There's another word I'm thinking about, but we can't use emotions in the you know, but we can't use emotions in decision making, man.
Yeah, because you see how people act when they deal with emotions. It don't work.
You see how women do.
Yeah, that's what women. That's like having a woman in charge. She a boss. You see how that works?
Yeah.
She got you doing shit for no reason. She mad that something messed up, so she's like, you know what, fuck it, just stay longer.
You know, you pissed her off. Now she having you stay longer at work because you pissed her off.
Yeah.
Whereas the dude, he could have pissed you know, you could have pissed him off and be like, all right, going on.
Fuck it, we'll order out tomorrow.
Right.
Like,
Let's get back to, you know,
yeah,
let's get it back, you know,
I'm about
let's
to
get it
close
back
anyway.
on.
Like,
Yeah, you know. But yeah, you know, like I said in you know, in that Luke, you know, talking about bearing the cross, man. You know, you can't be the disciple if you don't go do these things, man. You gotta go through this.
you really got to understand what you're in, because these people may see you as a phase, they may see you as a joke, or you're crazy or whatever, but we all know that our purpose is way bigger. That's why people are scoffers. That's why the scriptures say in the last days scoffers shall come chasing after their own lust. So they're gonna talk shit. That's their lot, is to talk shit. Your mother, it's her lot to talk shit. Your brother, it's his lot to talk shit. Okay? You know, it's their lot to separate themselves from you, man. Okay? But remember the task at hand. Okay? You might get that, Matthew, unless you got something.
Just to finish it out, Luke 14:28. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily, after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him. You know, so you gotta, you know, simply put, you gotta count the cost, man, of this thing. You know, you gotta understand, like the brother was saying, you gotta understand what you got yourself into. You know, when you come into this fold, you gotta lay it out, put the blueprint down, you know, lay out the blueprint and see, you know, okay, this the way the scripture say, if I do this, you should not certainly fall. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Not work out your own salvation. Well, you know that's one too. But it's damn, what is it? It's like another scripture going, you know, tapping onto that. Salaki, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's good. I'll say this because
Kanye, you got it. Damn, what is it, bro?
now I'm trying to see if I can word it right. That's how a lot of guys tend to fall out, man, because they're worried about their image, which that shouldn't fucking matter at all, man. You shouldn't even give a fuck what other people think. Why? You should worry about what the Lord thinks, because you worrying about what your cousin think, that's not going to save you. Your woman don't like that people are over or whatever. Why do you give a shit about what they think? If it's meant for them to leave, and you can try your hardest all day to make sure that person doesn't leave or leave your life, if it's their lot to leave, the Lord's going to make it happen, man. They're not meant to stay.
Yeah. I got you real quick. This is what I was trying to quote. Salaki. 2 Peter's 1:10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. You know, so that's part of counting the cost. You know what I'm saying? You laying out the blueprint, you like, okay, so if I do this, the Lord said if I do these things, you know, I won't fall. You know what I'm saying? It's all about predestination, but at the same time, that scripture wouldn't have been there if you know what I'm saying, just for no reason. That's why I say give diligence, on which if you are of the elect, meaning if you are predestined, you're going to give diligence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, if you come to this fold and you believe that you are, which you should, you have, you know, you really have nothing to worry about.
Be grateful that you're still alive in this truth, because being not in this truth is like being dead, man. Because once you worse. Because once you fall out, you're done. There is no second chance. There is no third chance. There's no negotiating. You're done.
It says in Hebrews, it was better for them not to know.
Yep.
Rough paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? You were better off not knowing the truth. Now you came in and knew. Now you know you knew the will of the Lord, man. You ignored it.
Because all those guys that fell out and bugged out, man, the Lord has a special treat for them in that time, and you don't want to be that guy. None of us want to be that guy, okay? Because we know that it's not sweet, okay? So don't let the woman that's talking shit ruin you from doing your videos and the family members and your co-workers and your friends of 20 plus years. Don't let that bother you, man. Okay? You're all that's being taken away from you because you're not meant for this world. You're not meant to deal with stuff like that. Okay? Oh, shot. I cooked that real quick. That's just okay.
10.
It's a 10. We're good.
All right. I got that Matthew.
Get that Matthew.
Is it 22:14? Matthew 22:14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
And you were called in this thing. That's why you're doing what you do now. How long have you been in the faith? Whether you just came in today or you've been in for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You were chosen. You were called to do this thing. Now, Lord willing, we're all chosen. We believe we're chosen, but still, Lord willing. But you need to remember and tell yourself, hey, I'm a man of the Lord. That's why I'm going through this, because I'm a man of the Lord. The scriptures also say, when it comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So prepare to go through shit. Prepare to suffer. All that's part of suffering. They leaving you. They talking shit. You got in problems. You're catching hell. Car problems. All that is hell, man. Okay? The scriptures say, you know, chastisement. I don't want to butcher it.
If you endure chastisement,
yeah, you're chastising.
Your son's roughly paraphrasing.
God.
You know,
the Lord loves you, man. He's put you there to hell to build you up. Okay?
I think that's Hebrews 2.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Matter of fact, somebody
not
get
the
that.
second chapter, but you know.
Somebody get that Bible shot, unless they got something.
You guys don't know? I'll get it. You can get what you got.
This is 1 John 2:17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and all be all is, you don't want to give up the stuff of this world or completely detach yourself from this world, and you're just going to pass away with it.
Yeah.
Either way, you're going to lose all your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to give it up, or you're going to lose it by the hell that's about to come upon this place, and you're going to end up dying to death with 2/3.
Right.
Either way, it's going to be gone. So you might as well give it up for the Lord.
Cause think about it, man. What are you gonna do when they start putting poster boards on walls and you're on the TV screen talking about wanted for $50,000 in your microchip. If you're gonna fold over what mommy thinks, you're definitely gonna fucking fold when that shit happens. Cause that's way bigger than what mom thinks. It's way bigger than your cousin.
It's government officials that.
Yeah, you're labeled as a terrorist. What's not treason? What are you gonna be charged with?
Oh yeah, that is one.
You're gonna be charged with you will be charged with treason, but it's
treason, terrorism.
Terrorism. You're gonna be charged with damn, what was that word? I think it started with an S. It's I forgot what it is, but it's way bigger. It's something severe.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the watch list. You're on the CIA list. You're on the most wanted list. Okay, which we all are. They have that red. They have that red system. The one they have the red list, the blue list, the yellow list, the green list. Pretty positive we're on the red list, which are the first people they're gonna go after that we gotta terminate. We gotta take away. Okay. You really gotta look at the bigger picture, man. That's bigger than worrying about what your family thinks. That's just gonna get you killed, man. Get the scripture. Get what you have, the Hebrews, and get Romans 13 and 11.
It's Hebrews 12, starting at verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
And realize this is a good thing. It's chastisement. All right, it's part of catching hell. It's good because this is going to help you grow. This is going to help you not let it phase you no more. Because if this happens once in a blue moon during your faith, man, it's gonna have you think different or be like, man, this is too much or something like that to that nature. But when you constantly catching hell, it's nothing of the stuff that's gonna phase you. You're gonna be basically spiritually prepared for all hell to break loose. The Lord is preparing us for that, man.
No pain, no gain.
Mm-hmm. When you train, how you think some of these boxers and wrestlers, guys, how do you think they are what they are? Like LeBron James, basketball stars, what do? They train, they go through all the hard work, the dedication, the due diligence to their craft. And then you see them, Curry making threes all the damn time, LeBron dunking all the damn time. How do you think he got that good? Because he's been training, man. So why do you think we're gonna be fine and be able to get through all types of hell when all hell breaks loose? Because we've been training. This is training. We're practicing to take the final exam. And you're either gonna pass it or you're either gonna fail it. But you gotta study.
A or F, man. Ain't no C's.
Yeah, there ain't no C minus. There ain't no
niggas out here trying to get B pluses and shit. It's not gonna happen.
Niggas talking about back in high school, can we take extra credit? There is no extra credit.
Nigga trying to do an extra project.
Right.
Verse 7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. And as you know, it's a famous thing, especially for Jake parents, I only beat you because I love you.
Yep.
Which it sounds like bullshit at first, but then as you get older, you realize that it really was because they loved you. Or they tell you, if I didn't care, or I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't care. But you see it. When you compare your lifestyle to the other lifestyles of these other nigglet babies, how you see the kids that have the parents that let them do whatever they want, the bitches either end up pregnant or the niggas end up dead or in jail, man.
Or flaming hot Cheeto.
Just being a straight nigga. Meanwhile, you have a balanced, mind on your head. You got a good head on your shoulders. Why? Because it was the discipline that you received from your parents at a young age.
Yep.
They never let up on you. That's how the Most High is.
That's why some kids, like, when they saw other kids do stuff, they're like, come on, you trying to join us? No, I ain't gonna lie, man. My mom go whip my ass if she see me doing this shit.
Yeah.
Because you have the discipline. Now, that's like with us. You see a nigga smoking weed, and you be like, nah, if I go do that, the Lord gonna kill me. So that's discipline. You gotta discipline yourself.
They're gonna try you all day to try to get you to smoke.
Mm-hmm.
My last time out here, bro, come hit this blunt on me. Nigga, fuck you and that blunt.
Right. The Lord gonna kill me if I hit that shit.
Lord willing, that's your last blunt. Lord gonna kill your ass, man.
Okay.
You got it up.
Romans 13 and 11.
Yep.
And then knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
And we too far, we too close, man, to letting small baby shit fuck with us. That right there, mommy and daddy shit, that's baby shit, man. Okay? Just honor your mother and father, don't talk down on them, and keep it moving. You don't gotta be around them. You don't have to. Now, we're not saying you can't deal with them, but to be honest, the majority of your time don't need to consume with mom and dad, brother and sister, girlfriend, wife, whatever. Okay? You don't gotta do that. Because what is that benefiting you? Now the more time you're spending time with them, the more attached you're gonna get back with them, and then it's gonna be hurtful to watch them get put to death, and you're gonna fold like a loin chair because you don't want to see your mommy get stabbed to death. That's why you need to be away from them as much as possible, so when you see stuff like that, it ain't gonna phase you. You won't act like they were never there. You gotta look at the bigger picture, man. That even goes for myself first and foremost. You gotta look at the bigger picture. If not, you're not gonna make it, man. Okay. Bro's got anything else?
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much about it to the spirit. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Lord willing, this was edifying for the elected. Before we close, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rashak, double honors to the apostles and others of GMS is pushing this word through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. You brothers keep fighting this good fight of faith. Kwam Nasharala and Abba Paul.
Shalom.
Don't let no man take your crown, man.